A long string of men at the speed you want to take them at, and it forces everybody else to come up around the outside. And of course, every time a man peels off, they peel off into that gap, and it makes it very difficult for everybody else to come through. BMC running to the front here. Alex Christoph would be their man for the sprint. Alexander Christoph. That didn't last too long as HTC High Road get back into the swing of it at the front. Oh, time trialing excellence at the front from HTC High Road, and Marco Pinotti, the Italian time trial champion, gets well stuck in, and BMC go out of the back door very slightly. Right at the back, David Miller of Garmin, Cervelo in the black and white. Incidentally, Gerard Vroomen will be stepping down as the CEO of Cervelo, sorry, very shortly, concentrating on other projects apparently. So Gerard has given so much to the world of cycling and the modern peloton, will be stepping down as CEO from Cervelo shortly. Mark Cavendish is 1, 2, 3, 4 back in that white and black train on the right-hand side, and right behind him is Alessandro Patacchi, the points leader. Both of them, I would suspect, leaving the race after today. Michael Barry is the man in the middle of your shot for Sky. He's used to doing this sort of thing. Barking out the orders, Mark Cavendish. Renshaw is just ahead of him. And last back, drilling it on the front. Sky only got two men up there. Michael Barry's doing a very fine job indeed. He's used to the sort of pace of HTC High Road. He used to ride in that train. Oh, it's all getting a bit sticky. Now they've got to get around some of these bends. They're going to be flat out. That's what the yelling and shouting was about. Hang on to your seats. Just make sure they all get through here. One right-hander, now two left-handers still to come. They're wide roads, but there's very nervous moments for the peloton, Sean, especially the team of HTC High Road. They have to get their order together, have to get their act together, and super fast.
Yes, well, they have to keep it fast, and you know, it's all about keeping up there now, because we're coming to the 2.5 kilometres. They have committed themselves very much, and Cavendish really to the front quite early today, and we can see Patacchi Hondo just hanging around the wheel of Cavendish for the moment, and it'll be interesting to see what the tactic is here. Will they try and take him by surprise a bit early? And there's a high road guy almost, that was Renshaw actually. He seemed to miss a gear there and almost went over the top. But if High Road can really keep the pace high and take Cavendish to that last 250 metres, that's what it's all about.
Danilo Hondo is the man nearest to you in the pink and blue. He's waiting to work for Alessandro Patacchi. There is Patacchi, number 92, 95 is Hondo, gets into a decent position. Gerald Chirlek was also up here from Quick Step. Nearby, looking for Kiki, I would imagine. Still, HTC High Road, they have everything to prove here. The burden of responsibility is entirely upon their shoulders. Hunter coming up for Radio Shack on the inside. Difficult place to do that. I wondered if it was going to happen. Now, who's that has gone down? Somebody's gone into the barriers. You can see we're going way too wide. It's no good chucking bikes around. That's Modolo, isn't it? Sasha Modolo from the Conago team. You could see a leg out trying to keep himself in line, but Mark Cavendish is still in this group, as is Alessandro Patacchi, and Apollonio just behind Patacchi. He's in a great position. Oh, another difficult bend to get around. Robbie Hunter, I think, is the rider from Radio Shack. Difficult to tell. We've not seen anybody yet so far, except for the front 3 or 4. Cavendish is in the perfect position. He's still got two men with him. If the motorcycle would just move over very slightly, we could see. And the drive is going on at the front here. The final drive from back as he sort of whip across and let Renshaw do the job. Renshaw looks behind to check where Cavendish is. Cavendish is right on his wheel. And then it's Patacchi, then Apollonio. A little bit further back is Belletti. Chirlek is in here as well. Gerald Chirlek for Quick Step. First time we've seen him. Now Renshaw takes over the job. He does so well. He's delivering Mark Cavendish at absolutely top speed here. This is a perfect situation for Cavendish. He's nervous though. He's looking over his shoulders to see where Pataki is. Looks again. Apollonio starts to wind up, as does Gerald Ciolek. Cavendish hits the front. Apollonio gets on his wheel. Pataki is beaten. Apollonio's going to come around the outside. Cavendish is going to hold on, is he? Only just. Cavendish takes it. Apollonio from Sky is second, and I think Pataki got the third. I thought actually that Apollonio had the measure of Cavendish then for just a second, but he kicked again and got about a half a wheel length ahead. Gerald Ciolek right up there, almost in with a shout. Fabio Sabatini was the Liquigas rider, but it all came to a slightly sticky end in those corners. We did say it would be a little bit difficult to get through, and I think it was Sasha Modolo who had his leg out sideways, knowing he'd overcooked the corner, Sean, and that stopped everything dead. Luckily for Cavendish and the big sprinters, they were all through.
Yes, well, I think first of all, I thought it was a HTC road was after.
Maybe I thought maybe it was.
But yes, it was behind the Cavendish Pataki boys, and it took a lot of riders out, of course, at that point. But a great sprint by the HTC road again. Renshaw did a magnificent job. It looked like that Cavendish was going to be pushed, but in the end, no.
Well, that was an exciting finish. It's not what we wanted to see in the sprint, but let's have a look at the crash. Oh, it was an HTC rider running wide. Oops, into the barrier. Surely he's not the only one though. No, there was a crash in the middle. No, it was one of the riders from Androni running wide. Androni rider running wide, as you can see on the top of your screen there. But there's also a crash in the middle of the corner, so two separate things going on there.
I'm sad to go. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for a hobby. It's a profession. I have the Tour de France, I have the Vuelta a España this year. If there's more sprints and there's a possibility to win, I do it. But to make myself more tired for a long season doesn't make sense.